Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's B. Today is Saturday. I think it's the 18th or the 19th of February. I'm not entirely certain. I don't really have that in front of me. It's not critically important. Normally this would be a post-up update, but I was looking, and this is actually going to be my 100th YouTube video. So I thought rather than do a post-op update, I would wait until Monday to catch you guys up on all that. And I would do something a little different. I want to kind of talk about something that's very much surgery related, but much more mental. It's a good word to use. We just did a video. I say we, a lot of people in the community did a video for Connie, who's about to have her weight loss surgery. And one of the topics of conversation was some pieces of advice that we would give someone who's pre-op or just getting into or just starting their journey. And I thought that was a really, really successful tag video, Wendy. Thank you very much for that. But it got me to thinking. We focus so much on new people, and that's good. We need to, because those are the people that fuel our community. But it really made me think about the things that we consider fundamental. And the more I thought about this, the more I realized that there's one thing that kind of transcends all space and time, I guess you could say. And it doesn't matter if you're a weight loss surgery patient or not, if you're on Weight Watchers or Atkins, or if you just count calories, or if you are a lap-band patient or a bypass patient or VSG patient. And that thing is really powerful. It's probably the one thing that I would say is the single key to our success, to anyone's success. It's that thing that when you're sitting there in bed and you've got about 30 minutes before you have to get up, and you go, man, I'm got a really busy day today, but I just don't feel like going to the gym. I could stay in bed, or I could just get my butt up and I could go run. It's that thing that when you're at the movie theater, that keeps you from getting that super big gulp soda with the big bucket of popcorn. It's that thing that keeps you from piling on that second helping of stuffing and gravy at Thanksgiving. And I'm talking about your mental attitude. We talk so much about that mental attitude, but what is it, and what does it take to be successful? Well, I think that the thing that we have to do is we have to do what I call become a master of our mental attitude. Zen master, so to speak. It's about training yourself, and I use that word lightly. It's about learning to recognize your mental composure, your mental stature. I've said this before in comments, and I may have even said it in a video. I picked this up in a movie, but it makes perfect sense to me. Why do we fall down? It's not because we screwed up. It's because that's how we learn to pick ourselves back up. That's how we learn to say, well, wait a minute, I just ate a tub of ice cream. Okay, let's sit back and think about why I did that. And what do we need to do to keep that from happening again, right? That's training your mental attitude. Training yourself to recognize your mental stature and making corrections to your actions to turn that mental attitude the direction you want it to go. Even people like I'm going to call some names here, but even people like Jeremy, the German one, or Bandit Wendy, who seem to almost always have it together. Your mental attitude is not always positive. Yeah, we call it our PMA, and we're always looking for it. But it ain't all butterflies and cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody falls, even the best of us. But what makes successful people stand out is that they've learned to identify whether or not they're where they need to be. I'll give you a really good example. Monday, this week ago, I got up and I was having a crappy day. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to do anything. I got there and just everything went wrong. I thought I had my headphones stolen out of my locker. And, I was supposed to run a 5K on the treadmill that day. And I don't do that. I don't run without my music. I have to have my music. So I had convinced myself that I wasn't going to run that day. I was screw it. I'm just going to make it up on Tuesday. And I'm just going to go home. I'm tired. I need a day off. To hell with it. And I was on my way to the bus, to go home from school. And my brain kicked in and said, hey, what the hell are you doing? Get your ass on the treadmill and go run a mile. You can handle a mile. Go do it. And so my body didn't even think. I turned my ass around and went straight to the gym, changed clothes, and got on the treadmill. I was going to run a mile with no music. To hell with it. I could do that in 10 minutes, right? Well, I didn't run a mile. I ran 3.11. Yeah, that's a 5K. And then on top of that, I finished Wendy's fitness challenge, which was a 30-minute 5K, 30 minutes at an 8.5 incline, and then a massive sprint, which for me ended up being about 9.5 miles an hour. So I did all that with no headphones. And it wasn't because of my band. It wasn't because of my support system. It wasn't because of the tool in my body or the rules that I follow or any of that other stuff that is very important. Now, I'm not trying to look down on any of that stuff. But what I'm trying to do is highlight my mental attitude. And I recognize the fact that my mental state was not where it needed to be. And I did what I needed to do to put it where it needed to be. And that's what it takes to master that mental attitude. I wish I could tell you how to do it. If I could do that, I'd be a millionaire, that's for sure. But I can tell you some things that can help. You have to, first and foremost, you have to find out what motivates you. For me, every day of this journey is a war. And I say that with the utmost seriousness. It's a war. There's a little fat monster out there, and he's out to get me, personally, me. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't go on vacations. He doesn't take breaks. He doesn't do anything but come after my ass and try to make it fat. And there ain't no way in hell I'm gonna let that little bastard get me. No, sir. I am not going back there again. And I will do anything to make that happen. That's my motivation. And you gotta find what motivates you. But whatever it is, if it's your kids, if it's your wife, if it's your husband, if it's your life, if it's your health, if it's your mother, if it's your father, it doesn't matter. You have to find it. And you have to make that you have to make that your mantra. You have to make that the focal point of everything that you do. It's got to be the tip of your spear. It's got to drive your boat. It's got to drive the truck, the train, whatever metaphor or euphemism you want to use. That's got to be the focal point of every step of your journey is your motivation. And that's what it's going to take. That and a lot of practice. And, there's no way. You can't look at a situation and go, oh man, I wish I'd have been able to turn it around faster. I did a horrible job. It doesn't work that way. The fact that you recognize you weren't in a good position and you made something happen to change that, that's a good thing, right? And it just takes falling down and getting back up. But I think the key is to realize that you need to do it, and to not let yourself stay in a rut when you get down, when you don't have that PMA, when your PMA has left you. That's, to me, that's the single most important thing in this journey, is that mental attitude, and learning to master our mental attitude. So anyway, I think that's all I got. It's late, and I've shot this video about 5 times already. I keep putting the wrong camera on. But like I said, I wanted to do something a little different. It's something that's extremely important to me, and I'm hoping that somebody out there got something out of it. Anyway, make sure you guys thumbs up, don't thumbs down, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you in a few days when I get my next update in. Take care, guys.